And we welcome you to Elkhart Christian Academy. We're just minutes away from basketball. Joining me tonight on the show is sophomore guard Bryce Carson. Bryce, first year with Coach Hibbert after Coach Culp. What's the transition been like from Coach Culp to Coach Hibbert?
Well, they both have the same mindset, and that is to win, but it's been a little different because they have a little different coaching schemes, I would say. But overall, they have the same motives and same willingness to win.
Now, losing 4 starters from last year's team, obviously it's been a big challenge for your team. But how would you assess your team's play so far this season?
My biggest thing is just working as a team. It doesn't matter who's shooting the ball, but we got to be sharing the rock. And if we do that, I think we'll have good success this year.
Now, last year you were mainly JV, a little bit of varsity, but it's your first year of significant varsity minutes. What's that transition been like for you?
It's been really fun. Varsity is definitely different. It's a lot faster, stronger guys, but I've really enjoyed it, and I'm super excited for this year.
So how have you been able to adjust to how teams have played you from JV to how they're playing you in varsity?
JV, they didn't really look at me as much of a player. On varsity, it's a little different. They look at players more experience, I would say. So the defense has definitely picked up a little bit, so that's a transition for sure.
Well, thank you, Bryce.
No problem.
This has been the Eagles basketball pregame show. Opening lineups and this opening tip are coming up next on 88.1 WVPE HD3. Live from Elkhart Christian Academy, this is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. My name is Nathan Ganger, and it's a pleasure to bring you Eagles basketball on this Friday night in Elkhart, Indiana, where the Eagles of Elkhart Christian Academy are taking on the Lakers of La Lumiere. Now, first of all, this is not the La Lumiere team that's number 1 in the nation and number 1 in the state. And it's not the team that has produced significant NBA talent, such as Jaren Jackson Jr., who went to Michigan State and currently plays for the Memphis Grizzlies. The current La Lumiere varsity team has Keon Brooks. He's the 21st overall player in 2019. And also Isaiah Stewart, the 5th overall player in the 2019 class. 2 highly recruited players, all recruited by the Blue Bloods of college basketball, including Duke, Kentucky, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Butler, etc. Now for the Eagles' last game against Bremen, they lost 55-42. Tough game on the road, but a chance to bounce back tonight. On the injury front, sophomore guard Bryce Carson is out with a fractured rib. He hurt it in the game against Mishawaka. Over practice during Christmas break, he sneezed in practice. That's right, he sneezed. He felt something pop, went to the doctor, and he has a fractured rib and is out for a couple weeks. But he went through pre-game warm-ups, so I would assume that he could be back soon. Donnie Hilty is out for the year with a shoulder injury that he suffered at church camp during the winter. Center Seth Jahemiak should be back from a knee injury, and Charlie Maxwell is also back from an ankle injury. Starting lineup starting for the Lakers of La Lumiere: Joe Harkness, Tracy Eustace, Julian Trejo Box, Ethan Vanderbo, and Milos Merrick. Starting lineup for the Eagles: Jackson Clark, Charlie Maxwell taking the place of the injured Bryce Carson, Joe Dyga, Des Wilkins, and Luke Burns. Tipping it off for the Eagles is Joe Dyga against Joe Harkness. Eagles are 3-6 on the year in their home white uniforms, and La Lumiere is in the road navy blue. Gonna have to redo the tip. Ball's in the air. La Lumiere wins the tip. And now Milos Merrick will bring the ball up for La Lumiere. I watched him in warm-ups. He is La Lumiere's best player, and he's guarded by Luke Burns on the top of the key. Joe Harkness on the wing. His 3 is too strong. Rebound by Des Wilkins. Outlet to Charlie Maxwell. He pushes the ball at the top of the key, setting up the Eagles' offense. Passes to Jaiga on the far wing. Now Wilkins in the far corner. Luke Burns posting up, gets the ball on left block. Ball is tipped out of bounds, and it stays with the Eagles. Eagles are a turnover-prone team, so we'll see how they handle La Lumiere's defense and if they can control the ball and limit turnovers tonight. Maxwell inbounds the ball. That's a turnover. La Lumiere loses the ball. Des Wilkins gets it back. Wild layup missed. Offensive rebound, Joe Dyga. He misses the layup, but he's fouled. And he heads to the line for 2 shots. The foul is on Milos Merrick, La Lumiere star. That's his second of the game. 2 early fouls from Milos Merrick. 7 minutes and 24 seconds remain in the first quarter. Joe Dygert bangs home the opening free throw. 1-0 ECA. And now Milos Merrick will check out and Eli Newman will come in. Dygert bounces the ball, getting ready to shoot it. Second one bounces in and out. Rebound by Joe Harkness. Outlet to Tracy Eustace. And now back to Eli Newman on the left wing. Ethan Vanderbilt passes to Tracy Eustace on the wing. Now Eli Newman at the top of the key, guarded by Luke Burns. Passes to Ethan Vanderbilt back to Newman on the left corner. That pass is tipped by Jackson Clark. He's on the right. Ring passes to Charlie Maxwell. His layup is no good. And now Ethan Vanderbilt will bring the ball up over the center court logo for the Lakers. Drives to his right. Kicks it out to Eli Newman. He drives. Back out to Eustace. His three is short. Rebounded by Harkness. His rebound, tipping is no good. And now Charlie Maxwell will bring the ball up for the Eagles on the front court right side. Cuts back to his left. Drives. Left-handed layup is good. Eagles jump out to an early 3-0 lead. 6 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the first quarter. Eli Newman passes off the foot of Des Wilkins Maxwell, and the ball stays with La Lumiere. 3-0, 6 minutes and 70 seconds remain in the first quarter. Eli Newman guarded by Jackson Clark. Chris Eustace in the near corner. Pass off the knee, I believe, of Joe Dygert. And it will stay with La Lumiere. Turnover batters so far in this game. La Lumiere has 2 and ECA has 1. Newman inbounds the ball to Joe Harkness. He will drive to his right. Back to Newman. His three is off the side of the backboard. Rebound by Maxwell, and here comes Charlie Maxwell on the front court right side. Now at the top of the key. Guarded by Trey Hillbox. Into Luke Burns at the top of the key. Back out to Clark. His three's on the way, and he bangs it home. 6-0 ECA. 5 minutes and 42 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Eli Newman guarded by Des Wilkins Maxwell. Another pass off the foot of Joe Dygert, and it stays with La Lumiere. Newman will inbound the ball for La Lumiere. Gets it in the far right corner to Vanderbilt. He drives, and he's going to be fouled by Joe Dygert. That's his first and the team's first of the game. Eagles come out in man-to-man. They're in their home white uniforms, purple lettering. La Lumiere in the road navy blues with white lettering that says Lakers on the back. Wide open three for Vanderbilt, and he bangs it home. Just like that, they cut it in half. It's 6-3 ECA. 5 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the first quarter. Maxwell to Dygert on the far left wing. Into Luke Burns on the left block. Spins, layup, good! 8-3. 5 minutes and 10 seconds remain. And that's going to be a turnover by La Lumiere. That's their third of the game. Ball goes to ECA with an 8-3 lead. 5 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the opening corner. Dygert on the left wing, looking. Des Wilkins in the far left corner, into Luke Burns in the post. Same play they went to. He's fouled on his way to the basket, and he goes to the... No, he will not go to the free throw line. It will be inbounded on the baseline. Foul is on Eli Newman, his first and the team's third. Maxwell slaps the ball, looks to inbound it. Lobs it up. Dangerous pass. Wilkins comes up with it at the top of the key. Back out to Maxwell on the right wing. Guarded by Julian Bayo Box. into Luke Burns in the right block. They've gone to him a lot tonight. His jump shot's no good. Rebounded by Joe Harkness, and he brings the ball up over the center court line from La Lumiere. Guarded by Joe Daiga. Out to Milos Merritt. Comes in with 2 fouls, guarded by Luke Burns. He'll drive to his right. Step back jumper on the way. Short. Rebounded Joe Daiga. Outlet to Charlie Maxwell. He will bring the ball up on front court right side. Now at the top of the key. Crosses back to his right. Crazy pass. Nearly turns it over. Luke Burns at the mid post. Shoots it and drains the mid-range jump shot. Eagles got a little lucky there. Wild shot or pass. Not sure what it was from Charlie Maxwell. Luke Burns got the ball back and drained the mid-range jumper. As Tracy Eustace drives, but he is fouled. They're going to call a block on Luke Burns. That's his first. And the Eagles' second. 10-3. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain in the first quarter. Tracy Eustace heads to the free throw line for 2 shots. Scoring leaders for La Lumiere, Ethan Vanderbilt has 3 points. For ECA, Jackson Clark has 3. Charlie Maxwell has 2. Luke Burns has 4. As the first free throw by Tracy Eustace is good. And Joe Daiga has 1. Julian Trejo box will check out for La Lumiere. Second free throw from Tracy Eustace is on the way. It rims in. 10-5 ECA. 4 minutes and 5 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Charlie Maxwell, the team's point guard, brings the ball over across the Eagle logo. Now Luke Burns on the right wing. Guarded by Miles Merritt. Comes off a screen from Daiga. His mid-range jump shot is good. His mid-range game is just as good as probably as any player I've seen. He is automatic from the mid-range jumper. Eli Newman. Over to Joe Harkness in the near corner. Back out to Tracy Eustace. He drives to his right. Kick out to Merrick. Passes to Vanderbilt. He drives baseline. Harkness in the corner. His three's on the way, and it is good. 12-8. Beautiful ball movement by the Lakers. 12-8. 3 minutes and 25 seconds remain in the first quarter. Chance of defense coming from the Lakers bench. Charlie Maxwell drives to his left. Now to Luke Burns in the right wing. Goes off a screen from Joe Daiga. Step back jumper. Short. Rebounded by Milos Merrick, and that's a foul, I believe, on Luke Burns. Checking in for the Eagles is Noah Hunt and Sasha Chemiak, who is returning from his knee injury. Des Wilkins Maxwell and Luke Burns check out for the Eagles. So the lineup currently is Charlie Maxwell, Joe Daiga, Noah Hunt, Jackson Clark, and Sasha Chemiak. Merrick nearly turns it over, gets the ball back at the front court right side. He will drive to his right. Kick out to the corner for Ethan Vanderbilt. His three is short. Rebounded by Joe Daiga. And here comes Charlie Maxwell at the top of the key. Attacks to his left. Nice pass inside to Sasha Chemiak, and he lays it in. The Eagles have missed the playmaking of Charlie Maxwell. Great play so far. Timeout ECA with a 14-8 lead. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. Eagles have a 14-8 lead with 2 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. So far, the difference maker for the Eagles has been Charlie Maxwell. Eagles have missed his playmaking ability. He has 3 early assists all here in the first quarter. Milos Merrick brings the ball up. Eagles are in a 2-3 zone. Charlie Maxwell and Jackson Clark are at the top. Vanderbilt back to Merrick. A long three is on the way. Rips in and out. Rebounded by Jackson Clark. Out with the Charlie Maxwell. Brings the ball up on the front court right side. Now at the top of the key. Daiga. His weak three is on the way. And it's good. Beautiful ball movement from the Eagles. Get the defensive stop. Pushed it up the floor. Maxwell finds Daiga, and his jump shot is good. Shot is short by Tracy Eustace. Offensive rebound, Eli Newman. Back out to Eustace on the wing. His three is long. Rich, strong rebound by Joe Daiga. Raises up for the board. Maxwell pushes ahead. Clara on the far left wing. Back to Maxwell on the perimeter. Now at the top of the key. Lakers come out in a man-to-man. Daiga shoots another three. Short. Rebounded by Tracy Eustace. Out to Milos Merrick. Brings the ball up before Cartwright. Pushes up to Ethan Vanderbilt on the wing. Back to Milos. He will drive to his right, and he is fouled by the Eagles. No, they call it travel. A traveling is called on Milos Merrick, and that is the Lakers' 4th turnover of the game. Checking in for the Eagles is Des Wilkins Maxwell. And going out of the game is Joe Daiga, who has 4 points and 1 assist, to go along with 6 early rebounds. Maxwell brings the ball up again. Crosses the center court logo. Goes to his right. Guarded tightly by Ethan Vanderbilt. Now Wilkins on the left wing. Trying to get into the high post to Seth Humack. He gives it to Clark. His baseline jumper is short. Rebound tipped out to Ethan Vanderbilt. Out to Milos. Up ahead to Eli Newman on the right wing. Cross court pass to Eustace. Cargness in the corner. Pull up jumper. Long. Rebounded by Eli Newman. And he is fouled, I believe, by Noah Hunt. That is Noah Hunt's first foul and the team's 4th. Milos Merrick will inbound the ball. On the other side of the court is Ethan Vanderbilt. He brings the ball up. Eagles still in a 2-3 zone. Eli Newman on the left wing, guarded by Wilkins Maxwell. Drives to his right. Kick out in the corner to Tracy Eustace. His 3 is long, but it rims in. He got the lucky bounce, bounced up what appeared to be long, but he got the lucky bounce, and it's now 17-11. 32 seconds remain in the opening quarter. Maxwell to Wilkins on the far right wing. Drives to his right. Picks up his dribble. Now Maxwell at the top of the key. Attacks to the right. Now to Jahimak in the corner. Out to Wilkins on the wing. He'll drive to his right. Crazy shot on the way, but he somehow gets it to go. What appeared to be an ill-advised contested shot, Maxwell gets to go in. Eli Newman travels. He got the ball on the far right wing, traveled, and that is now the 5th turnover for the Lakers. Coming in for the Eagles is Luke Burns. He has 6 points and 3 field goals. Checking out is Noah Hunt. 5.2 seconds remain in the opening corner. Ball's rolled out to Charlie Maxwell. He will drive to his left. Crazy jump shot on the way. Long, no good. And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter, where the Eagles have been very solid so far. They have a 19-11 lead. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. Beginning of the second quarter here at Elkhart Christian Academy, the Eagles have a 19-11 lead. Scoring leaders in the first quarter, 6 players scored for the Eagles, led by Luke Burns with 6 points. Bryce Schrock checks into the game. Des Wilkins into Hemiak. Out to Luke Jackson Clark. His straightaway 3 is no good. Rebound to Joe Harkness. And now here comes Ethan Vanderbilt. Wide open is Eli Newman. His 3 is good. Defensive breakdown by the Eagles. Eli Newman was wide open. There was absolutely no one near him, and he trades a 3. Bryce Schrock appeared to turn the ball over, but he is fouled by Ethan Vanderbilt. That's his first of the game, and the team's 4th. And run the ball is Wilkins Maxwell to Bryce Schrock. At the top, he comes of a screen from Jackson Clark. Now stuck on the right wing. Gives it to Clark. Back to Schrock. He's at the top of the key. Been a little shaky with his ball handling so far. He's being pressured very heavily. Gets it out to Jackson Clark on the left wing. Will drive to his left. Baseline pull up. No good. Too strong. And now Eli Newman will bring the ball up. Pushes ahead. Joe Harkness. To Eustace on the wing. His 3 is short. Rebounded by Joe Daiga. Outlet to Des Wilkins Maxwell. And now Bryce Schrock will bring the ball up. Center court Schrock. Behind the back. Picks up his dribble. Now to Clark. On the right wing. And to Daiga. Right block. Good. Bryce Schrock was pressured. Gave the ball off to Clark. And to Daiga. And his right jump shot is good. And now Ethan Vanderbilt. His 3 is long. Rebounded by Tracy Eustace. His layup's no good. Rebounded by Jackson Clark. Outlet to Bryce Schrock. Eagles looking to push. Schrock makes the ball over the center court logo. Now to Maxwell. Drives to his right. Layup is baked in off the glass. 23-14. 6 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Milos Merrick brings the ball up at the top of the key. Now to Eustace. Into Newman in the corner. Back to Eustace. Back to Milos. One open three is Joe Harkness. Rims in and out. Rebounded by Jahimiak. Bryce Schrock can bring the ball up over half court. Schrock guarded by Vanderbilt very tightly. Drives to his left. Picks up a dribble. Maxwell in the corner. Drives baseline. Pull up jumper. Long. Rebounded by Eli Newman. Here comes Milos Merrick on the right side. Chasing is Des Wilkins. Harkness out to Newman. Drives baseline. Back out to Eustace. Milos Merrick, his three is too strong. Rebounded by Newman. And he's fouled. No, they're going to call it traveling. That's another travel. That's the second time that's happened today. 6 turnovers for the Lakers compared to just 1 for the Eagles. They've been very clean with the ball. Michael Cox will check in for the first time. Now the point guard for the Eagles, Charlie Maxwell, brings the ball up at the top of the key. Drives to his left. Wide open left, blocked, but they're going to call a foul on Joe Harkness. Maxwell blew past Harkness. Harkness went up for the block, but appeared to get armed. And that is his first foul and the team's 5th. 23-14, 5 minutes and 7 seconds remain in the second quarter. Maxwell's first free throw is on the way. Ribs in and out. That is a tough way to miss a free throw. Still 23-14. Second free throw spins around and goes in. It's now a 10-point lead, 24-14. 5 minutes remain in the first half. Milos Merrick on the left side, guarded by Maxwell. Crosses over to his right, gives it up to Newman, guarded by Daiga very tightly, drives to his right, kicks it in the corner to Harkness. His corner three is good. 24-14, 24-17, excuse me. Lakers have cut it to a 7-point deficit. 4 minutes and 43 seconds remaining in the first half. Maxwell. Daiga comes off the screen on the right wing. Drives to his left. Floater in the lane. Long. Gets his own rebound. I believe. Let's see what the call is. It's an offensive foul on Joe Daiga. That's his second and the team's 5th. But you love the effort by Joe Daiga. Misses his own shot. Goes after his own rebound. Just a little too aggressive over the back. But you love to see the effort. Milos Merrick on the left side wing. Guarded by Maxwell. Comes off the screen. Pulls up for 3. Short. Rebounded by Eli Newman. Louis Staten checks into the game. Merrick drives. Pass off the hands of Eli Newman, but saved by Tristan Eustace on the wing. Turns the ball over. Here comes Bryce Schrock. Defers to Charlie Maxwell, and he brings the ball over the Eagle at center court. Maxwell to Louis Staten. Hand off to Maxwell. Drives to his right. Layup. Good. Strong move by Des Wilkins. Maxwell drove to his right and lays it in. 26-17. 3 minutes and 40 seconds remain in the second quarter. Eli Newman, guarded by Staten, drives to his right, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. Waiting to see who the fouls on. The refs meet. We'll see what the call is. The ball will stay with ECA-La Lumiere. 26-17, 3 minutes and 36 seconds remaining. And now Luke Burns checks in to the game for the Eagles, and Des Wilkins Maxwell checks out. Miscommunication, but the Lakers saved the ball on the inbounds. Merrick passed it over the head of Joe Harkness. Trey Hobox to Newman at the top of the key. Pass off the hands of Milos Merrick. Here comes Charlie Maxwell on the right side wing, now at the top of the key. Drives to his right, hesitation move, fouled on his way to the basket. That's going to be on Milos Merrick. That will be 3 on La Lumiere's best player. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remain in the second quarter. He's likely done for the half. Eli Vanderbilt comes back into the game for Milos Merrick. Luke Burns at the left elbow. His jump shot short. Strong rebound by Eli Newman. Press overhead to Vanderbilt. 3 on the way. Short. Rebound Michael Cox. Outlet to Charlie Maxwell. Brings the ball up on the left side perimeter. Lakers in a man-to-man. Cox on the left wing. Gives it into Staten. His right-hand shot is good. Maxwell to Cox to Staten. That's the winning formula. Tracy Eustace brings the ball up on the right ring. Joe Harkness. Wide open is Ethan Vanderbilt. His 3 rims in and out. Rebound Lewis Staten. Here comes Charlie Maxwell and the Eagles. Maxwell attacking behind the back dribble. Hesitation move. His layup off the glass. Rebounded by Eli Newman. A little bit out of control by Charlie Maxwell. But he is just going attack mode 110% of the time. Traveling call on Tracy Eustace. That is La Lumiere's 9th turnover of the first half. Earlier in the game, you heard me say the Eagles are turnover prone, but they have just 1 turnover in this first half. A very, very clean half of basketball for the Eagles. Maxwell between the circles, now to Staten. Luke Burns in the right wing, hesitates, jump, loses the ball, and he's fouled. Ethan Vanderbilt is in a lot of pain, and we will take a timeout. The ankle of Ethan Vanderbilt appears to have been rolled up on that play. He exits the game and goes into the training room. Luke Burns heads to the free throw line for 2 shots with a 28-17 lead. 2 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the first half. 3 players for the Eagles have 6 points: Joe Dyga, Des Wilkins Maxwell, and Luke Burns. Burns makes the opening end of a 1-and-1, 29-17. He now has 7 points on the night. Luke Burns makes both free throws, 30-17. 2 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the first half. Eustace drives to his left, loses the ball. Here comes Lewis Staten on the right wing. His right-handed layup pass to Joe Dyga. His left-handed layup is good. Beautiful pass by Lewis Staten, 32-17. 1 minute and 50 seconds remain in the first half. Eustace on the wing. To Trejo box, his 3 is long. Rebounded by Staten. Here comes Charlie Maxwell. Very good defense by the Eagles in that possession. Luke Burns, transition 3 from the wing. Short. Rebounded Joe Harkness. And he brings the ball up across the circles for the Lakers. Now Newman. Out to Eustace. Trejo box in the corner. Drives to his right. Floater. Too strong. Offensive rebound. Michael Eriks, no good. Rebound Luke Burns. Out to Charlie Maxwell on the right side perimeter, now at the top of the key. Attacks. Dyga in the corner. Good! It has been the Charlie Maxwell assist show so far. He has 5 assists in this first half. And the Eagles lead by 18, 35-17. Eustace drives baseline. He's fouled on his way to the basket. You'll love the effort by the Eagles without Bryce Corson, their best player in this game. Put the foot on the gas and don't take it off. The foul is on Michael Cox, his first and the team's 6th. Getting ready to check in for the Eagles is Noah Hunt, Seth Jahimiak, and Jackson Clark. First free throw by Tracy Eustace is good, 35-18. Coach Hubbard and the Eagles will call a timeout and we'll take one with them. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. It's been a very balanced scoring attack for the Eagles. 7 Eagles have scored here in the first half. Compare that to just 4 for the Lakers. And that leads the Eagles to a 35-18 lead, with Tracy Eustace heading to the free throw line. 50.9 seconds remain in this first half. His first free throw is on the way. No good. That was a 1-and-1. Charlie Maxwell brings the ball up with 45 seconds left in the first half. He has 3 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists. Jackson Clark on the far wing. And Daiga at the left elbow loses the ball. Clark gets it. Into Jahimiak. His left layup is no good. Gets his own rebound, kind of flips it up, no good. Joe Daiga's there for the putback. And it's 37-18. 25 seconds remaining in the first half. Eli Newman left wide open. He'll shoot the 3. It connects. That's another defensive miscommunication by the Eagles. 37-21. 12 seconds remain in the first half. Noah Hunt checks into the game. Maxwell to Clark on the left wing. Daiga in the corner. He lines up with 3. Short. Rebound Joe Harkness. 1 second remaining. Half court heave. Short. And the Eagles enter the locker room at halftime with a 37-21 lead. This has been a very good half for the Eagles, led by 13 points from Joe Daiga to go along with 8 rebounds and 1 assist. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. After a very strong first half for the Eagles, they have a 37-21 lead. Second half is just about to begin. Scoring leaders for the Eagles, Jackson Clark has 3, Charlie Maxwell has 3 points, 1 rebound, and 5 assists. Joseph Daiga leads the Eagles with 13 points and 8 rebounds. Des Wilkins Maxwell has 6 points and 2 rebounds. Sasha Himiak has 2 points and 3 boards. Luke Burns has 8 points and 1 rebound. And Lewis Staten has 2 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Just 4 Lakers have scored. Joe Harkness has 6 points and 6 rebounds. Tracy Eustace has 6 points and 3 rebounds. Ethan Vanderbilt has 3 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists. And Eli Newman has 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. It will be the Lakers' ball to start the second half. Tracy Eustace inbounds the ball to Milos Merrick, who has no points and 2 fouls. A near turnover, Joe Daiga has the ball now in the far right ring. Charlie Maxwell on the right arc. Luke Burns to the top of the key, drives left, and is fouled on his way to the that's an offensive foul on Luke Burns. Appeared to extend his left arm on the drive, and that is his 3rd foul, the team's first. 37-21, 7 minutes and 42 seconds remain in the second half. In the corner is Eustace, loses the ball. Here comes Joe Daiga at the top of the key. That's Wilkins on the left wing. Drives to his right. Double team. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Lakers, and it stays with the Eagles. Charlie Maxwell inbound the ball on the baseline. Looking. Gives it to Daiga on the left block. His layup's good. That is now 6 assists for Charlie Maxwell. It's 39-21. 7 minutes and 20 seconds remain in the third quarter. Rebound tipped. Eustace gets the ball, and he is fouled on his way to the basket. It was a near turnover. Maxwell saved the ball from going out of bounds. Right to Eustace, he got the ball, drove with his left, and is fouled on his way to the hoop. Inbounding the ball is Milos Merrick on the baseline. Gives it into Eustace. His jump shot's no good. Rebound tipped out to Des Wilkins Maxwell. Outlet to Charlie Maxwell, and he will bring the ball across the circles. Wilkins on the left wing. Wilkins gives the into left block to Burns. His left-handed jump shot is good. It is now a 20-point lead. 41-21. Eagles are pulling it on. 6 minutes and 50 seconds remain in the third quarter. Lakers having trouble getting the ball across half court. Merrick turns the ball over. Here comes Des Wilkins. Left-handed layup blocked by Merrick. Wilkins gets his own rebound. And that is a turnover by Des Wilkins. That is the Eagles' third of the game. But they lead by 20, 41-21. 6 minutes and 35 seconds remain in the third quarter. Another near turnover by Eli Newman in the post. Harkness. His left-handed layup is good against Luke Burns. 41-23. 6 minutes and 26 remain in the third quarter. Maxwell at the top of the key. Now to Daigle on the left wing, and Luke Burns into the left block. His turnaround jump shot's too strong. Rebounded by Julian Trejo box. Up ahead to Merrick on the left wing. Drives baseline and is fouled by Joe Daigle. If that foul is on Joe Daigle, that is his third and the team's third of the third quarter. Milos Merrick, who has been shut out in the whole game, has inbounds the ball. Eustace back to Milos Merrick. In the corner is Eli Newman. Drives baseline. His layup short. Gets his own rebound and misses the putback. And now Charlie Maxwell brings the ball up across the half-court line. Hesitates. Still at the top of the key. Guarded by Julian Trejo box. Taking a long time to set up the Eagles offense. Now Daigle on the left wing. Looking to get it into Burns in the post again. Doesn't get it. Back to Daigle. Clark top the key. Maxwell far right wing. Into Luke Burns at the elbow. Drives left and he's fouled on by Joe Harkness. That will be his first foul and the team's first of the quarter. Checking into the game for the Eagles is Noah Hunt and Seth Chemiak. Leaving the game is Joe Daigle and Luke Burns. Joe Daigle has 15 points and 8 boards. Luke Burns has 10 and 2. Inbound Seth Chemiak. The right-handed hook shot is good off the glass. 43-23. He made that look easy. And it's a 20-point lead for the Eagles. Milos Merrick on the left wing. Into Newman. Tipped out of bounds by Charlie Maxwell, and it stays with the Lakers. At least in warm-ups, Milos Merrick looked like the Lakers' best player, but he has just 1 rebound, no points, and no assists. In muscle ball, Joe Harkness at the top of the key, guarded by Maxwell. Out to Newman on the right wing. Down to Merrick. Pump fake, drives right, pull-up jump shot, too strong. Offensive rebound by Joe Harkness. Appeared to be fouled, but no call. Here comes Des Wilkins smash ball. Pushing it ahead. Clark. Left-handed layup. No good. Rebound gets another rebound and is fouled by Eli Newman. Clark rose up to grab his own board. Went back up and is fouled by Eli Newman. That is his second foul and the team's second of the quarter. So going to the free throw line is Jackson Clark for 2 shots. Clark has 3 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists in this game. First free throw is good, 44-23. 4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Clark dribbles the ball, bends his knees and releases the ball, and hits both free throws. Coach Hibbert and the Eagles will call a timeout and will take one with them. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. A dominating effort by Joe Daigle, and the Eagles have a 22-point lead, 45-23. 4 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Still just 4 Lakers have scored in this one. Joe Harkness, Tracy Eustace, Ethan Vanderbilt, and Eli Newman. Merrick on the left wing. Passes to Eustace. Back to Merrick. Harkness on the left wing, guarded by Hunt. Merrick at the top of the key. Eustace, he lines up with 3. Too strong. Rebound Jackson Clark in transition. Pushing ahead. Lobs it up to Jahimiak. Out to Des Wilkins Maxwell. And he will set up the Eagles offense. Maxwell at the top of the key. Hunt on the right wing. Into Clark in the corner. Post up. Left-handed layup blocked. Hunt gets his ball. Pass out of bounds off the Lakers, and it stays with ECA. Lakers hustling back on defense to get that block on Carr's layup attempt. Maxwell slaps the ball, looks to inbound. Lobs up to Noah Hunt in the post. They've been looking to expose the height mismatch, but Hunt turns it over. Eli Newman brings it up, but defers to Milos Merrick. Pass inside to Joe Harkness. He's fouled on his layup by the Eagles, and he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots. The foul is on Seth Shahimiak. That's his first and the team's 4th. So heading to the free throw line is Joe Harkness. His first of 2 free throws bounces around the rim and goes in. 45-24, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second half. Line violation on the Lakers. That free throw didn't count, but didn't go in anyway. So the Eagles take over possession with a 21-point lead, 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Maxwell across the midcourt stripe. Lakers in a man-to-man. Clark wide open, right wing 3. Good! He was left wide open. Maxwell found him, and it's now a 48-24 lead. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Complete and utter domination. Merrick on the wing. Back to Eustace. Newman at the top of the key. Back to Eustace on the wing. Drives left. Falls over and is fouled by the Eagles. We'll wait to see who that's on. Michael Cox, Bryce Schrock, and Josh Revere check in. The foul is on Des Wilkins Maxwell. That's his first and the team's 5th. So the 5 on the floor for the Eagles: Michael Cox, Bryce Schrock, Josh Revere, Noah Hunt, and Seth Shahimiak. Not one starter on the floor for the Eagles. Eustace on the far wing. He's out to Newman. In the corner is Merrick. Wide open 3 for Harkness. That is way short. Ball goes out of bounds off of Josh Revere, and it stays with the Lakers. It's been an ugly game for the Lakers. They're down 48-24. 3 minutes and 22 seconds remaining in the third quarter. In the corner is Newman, drives baseline. 3 on the way from Eustace. Rims in and out. Rebound by Chimiak. Out was to Bryce Schrock, and he would bring the ball up across the circles. On the wing is Michael Cox. Into the right block is Noah Hunt. His layup is good. The Eagles have just exposed their height mismatch tonight between Joe Daga, Seth Shahimiak, and Noah Hunt. It has been a dominating effort from the big man. Pull-up jump shot on the way from Eli Newman. That is short. Rebounded by Joe Harkness. He is on the wing. Turns it over. Here comes Bryce Schrock. One-on-one in transition. Pump fakes. Turn around. Good! Beautiful move by Bryce Schrock. Got his defender to jump and still made the turnaround jump shot. Schrock pokes the ball away from Newman. Picks the ball up by Schrock picks the ball into Michael Cox. His right-handed layup is good, and it is now a 30-point lead. Eagles turning a little defense into offense. That's now 16 turnovers for La Lumiere. Tempers are flaring from La Lumiere, and they call a timeout. Down 30, 54-24. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. A very, very strong defensive effort from the Eagles gives them a 30-point lead, 54-24 here in the second quarter. 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in the second half. The Lakers has 16 turnovers compared to just 4 for the Eagles. Merrick on the left wing, guarded by Luke Burns. Merrick still hasn't scored in this one. Comes off a screen from Harkness. Picks up his dribble. In the corner is Ethan Vanderbilt. Merrick out to Harkness on the wing. Drives to his left. His right-handed layup is off the glass and in. 54-26. 1 minute and 50 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bryce Schrock across the half-court logo. Setting up the Eagles' offense. Drives to his left, hand off to Josh Revere at the top of the key. Hand off to Daiga. Front court left side. Hand off to Luke Burns at the top of the key. Comes off the screen. Drives to his left. Nice move. Misses the layup. Rebound out to Joe Harkness, and he will bring the ball up for the Lakers. Ethan Vanderbilt at the top of the key. Now Merrick on the left wing, guarded by Burns. Drives to his left. Skill blocked by Luke Burns, out of bounds, but that's a foul. It appeared to be all ball, but apparently he got some of the arm. That's Luke Burns' third foul of the game, and the team's sixth. Excuse me, that's 4 fouls on Luke Burns. One more, and he's out of the game. First free throw is too strong from Milos Merrick. Still 54-26. And now Lewis Staten will check in for Luke Burns, who has 4 fouls in the third quarter. Second free throw on the way from Milos Merrick, and he hits it. It's 54-27. 1 minute and 13 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bryce Shark across the half-court stripe. Now to Bevere on the left wing. Daiga at the right side perimeter. Shark on the corner. Shoots the 3. Too strong. Rebound by Eli Newman. Up ahead to Merrick on the right side wing. Drives to his right and is fouled on his way to the basket. I believe that will be on Joe Daiga. And if it is, that will be his third. The foul is actually on Bryce Schrock. That's his first of the game, and the team's 7th. So heading to the free throw line for the Lakers, it's Milos Merrick for a 1-and-1. Makes the front end of the 1-and-1. 54-28. Milos Merrick has finally scored. He has 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Excuse me, he now has 2 points on the night. Skip free throw bounces around the rim, no good. Rebound by Joe Harkness in the corner. Merrick gets ball at the top of the key, drives to his left. Wide open is Eli Newman, his layup is no good. Rebound, Josh Bevere, outlet to Bryce Schrock, and Higgs brings the ball up across the half-court logo. Michael Cox on the left wing, drives to his left and is fouled, but a traveling call on Michael Cox, and that is the Eagles' 5th turnover of the game. 54-28, 48 seconds remain in the third quarter. Ball bounces. Milos Merrick has the ball, guarded by Cox. Out to Eli Newman, top of the key. Left wing is Milos Merrick. He drives baseline and lays in with his left hand. 54-30. 30 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Coach Shiver calling out the plays from the sideline. Bryce Schrock, top of the key, now to Bevere. For a court, left side. Eagles are likely to hold for 1 shot. Bryce Schrock at the half-court circle. Back to Bevere, guarded tightly by Eli Newman. Drives to his left and is fouled on his way to the basket by Eli Newman. That will be his 3rd foul, and the team's 4th. Scoring leaders for the Lakers, Joe Harkness has 11 points and 9 rebounds, as the first free throw by Josh Bevere is good. 55-30. Continuing that, Joe Harkness has 11 points and 9 boards. Tracy Eustace has 6 points and 3 rebounds. Josh Bevere makes both free throws. Checking into the game is Charlie Maxwell, and Josh Bevere will check out. 9.9 seconds remain in the third quarter. Milos Merrick lets the ball bounce, picks it up, drives to his left, top of the key, nearly loses the ball. In the corner is Joe Harkness. His 3 is short. Rebounded by Maxwell. No shot is up. That is the end of the third quarter, but the Eagles have a 56-30 lead. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE. HD3. Beginning of the fourth quarter here at Elkhart Christian Academy, the Eagles have a 56-30 lead. Every single Eagle that has played in this game has scored. The only two players who haven't scored are Bryce Corson and Donnie Hilty, who are out due to injury. So every player that has played in this game for the Eagles has scored. Very, very balanced offensive attack from the Eagles. The 5 for ECA to start the fourth quarter is Charlie Maxwell, Des Wilkins, Jackson Clark, Lewis Staten, and Joe Dyga. Eagles appear to be in kill clock mode. Not a lot of movement, standing around the perimeter and milking the clock. Maxwell at the half-court circle sets up their offense. Lewis Staten on the wing, far right side. Clark at the top of the key, drives to his right. Right-handed layup, no good. Rebound by Tracy Eustace. He's triple teamed, gets the ball out to Eli Newman. Guarded tightly by Charlie Maxwell. He's it across to Tracy Eustace at the top of the key, double teamed by Maxwell Wilkins. The layup from Eli Newman is no good. Here comes Charlie Maxwell, the Eagles at the top of the key. Drives to his left, pull up, out to Lewis Staten. His corner jump shot is good. It is 58-30. 6 minutes and 55 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. Charlie Maxwell has 7 assists on the night. Joseph Carr is called for the foul as Ethan Vanderbilt had the ball in the right corner and drove baseline. That is Clark's first foul of the game and the team's 8th. So heading to the free throw line for a 1-and-1 is Ethan Vanderbilt, who has 3 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists to go along with 1 3-pointer. First free throw on the way is no good. Rebound by Luke Burns, and he is fouled by Milos Merrick, and that will be his 4th of the game. Timeout called by Coach Hibbard. The Eagles have a 58-30 lead with 6 minutes and 49 seconds remaining in the game. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. After the timeout for the Eagles, they have a 58-30 lead. 6 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. It is the Eagles' ball after this timeout. Very, very balanced attack by the Eagles, led by Joe Dyga, who has 15 and 9 on the night. Maxwell at the top of the key. Dyga full court left. Maxwell in the near corner, back to Dyga. Clark top of the key, back to Maxwell on the right wing. Drives to his left. Picks up his dribble. Luke Burst will line up the wing 3. No good. Offensive rebound, Jackson Clark, and he lays it in. Luke Burns missed the 3 from the elbow. Jackson Clark got the ball on the right block as Merrick loses the ball. Joe Dyga picks it up. Outlet to Charlie Maxwell, brings the ball up, top of the key, drives to his left. Scoop layup, good! Charlie Maxwell danced his way to the paint. Dribbled all around the defense. And finger rolls it in. Rebound by Joe Dyga off the miss for the Lakers. Charlie Maxwell pushing it up ahead. Here comes Maxwell. Right-handed hook shot is good. Charlie Maxwell to Des Wilkins Maxwell. It's 64-30. 5 minutes and 46 seconds remaining in the game. Milos Merrick into Eli Newman. Out to Tristan Eustace. His layup bounces off the rim. Rebounded by Joe Dyga. That is now his 11th board of the night. He has a double-double, 15 points and 11 rebounds. Charlie Maxwell at the near the half-court circle. Guarded by Ethan Vanderbilt, drives to his left, stops, pivots, kicks out to Dyga in the corner. He lines up the 3, short. Nearly gets his own rebound. Foul on the floor. I believe that's on Joe Dyga. We'll see what the call is. And they're calling him for the push. That is Joe Dyga's 3rd foul of the game and the team's 9th. Eagles lead 64-30, 5 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in the game. Heading to the free throw line is Joe Harkness. And a platoon swap for the Eagles. The starters will check out of the game from a very solid effort from them. And the new five is Bryce Rock, Noah Hunt, Lewis Dayton, Josh Revere, and Michael Cox. Harkness, first free throw on the way. Short, rebounded by Noah Hunt. Outlet to Bryce Rock, and he will bring the ball up across the center court logo, guarded by Ethan Vanderbilt. Hunt on the left wing. Cox at the top of the key, turns it over. Here comes Tracy Harkness, fouled by Josh Revere. That will be his first of the game, and the team's 10th. Heading to the free throw line is Tracy Eustace, who has 6 points and 4 boards. First free throw bounces around the rim and goes in 64-31. 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the game. Still just 5 Lakers have scored into this game compared to every player for the Eagles that has played except Bryce Carson and Don Hilty, who are injured. Cox inbounds the ball to Bryce Rock. Brings the ball across the half-court circle. Cutting off the screen is Lewis Staten. Hunt at the left elbow. Out to Bryce Rock, but Noah Hunt traveled on the pass. And that is now ECA's 7th turnover. But the Lakers have 17. So the turnover battle is definitely being won by the Eagles. In the corner is Harkness. Drive to his right. Eustace drives to his left. Stops. Over it to the left wing is Merrick. He drives to his left. Scoop pass out of bounds off the hands of Joe Harkness. And that will be the 18th turnover for La Lumiere. 64-32, 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Bryce Rock across the half-court stripe. Revere into Noah Hunt on the left block. His right-handed hook shot's too strong. Rebounded by Merrick. He'll bring the ball up. For Ethan Vanderbilt, back to Merrick, top of the key. Vanderbilt. Trejo box in the corner. His three is through the bottom of the net. 64-35. 4 minutes remaining in the game. Trejo boxes on the board. That is his first 3 points of the game. As Josh Revere, aggressive drive to his left, and he lays it in. It's 66-35. 3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Just to use a ring three is good. 66-38. Eustace now has 11 points, on the night. Schrock, top of the key. Pass tipped by Ethan Vanderbilt, out of bounds, stays with the Eagles. Tracy Eustace now has 2 3-pointers on the night, as does Eli Newman and Joe Harkness. Revere, top of the key, back to Schrock. Noah Hunt, left wing, drives to his right. Off his foot, out to Cox on the top of the key, drives to his right. Layup is short, offensive rebound by Lewis Staten. His putback's no good, but he's fouled on the shot, and he heads to the free throw line for 2 shots, 66-38. Fouls on Tracy Eustace, his second, and the team's 5th. First free throw from Lewis Staten is good. He now has 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist on the night. Staten makes both free throws. A 30-point lead. Coach Hibbert calls another timeout. 68-38. This is Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3. 3 minutes and 14 seconds remain in the fourth quarter. The ball is rolled out to Milos Merrick. Finally picks it up at the top of the key. On the wing is Ethan Vanderbilt. Third corner is Joe Harkness, who is fouled, I believe, by Bryce Schrock. The basket was blocking my view on that play. So heading to the free throw line is Joe Harkness. The foul is indeed on Bryce Schrock. That is his second of the game and the team's 11th. It will be a 1-and-1, for Joe Harkness. First free throw is short. 68-38. 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining in the game. Apparently it is 2 shots. And his second free throw spins around the rim and goes in. It's 68-39. 3 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in the game. Bryce Schrock, top of the key. Lewis Staten on the wing into Michael Cox, right block. His jump shot spins around, no good. Rebound tipped up to Bryce Schrock. His jump shot is good. Rebound tipped up to Bryce Schrock at the left elbow. Drove it in, pulled up, and nailed the jump shot. Coming the other way is Vanderbilt, blocked by Noah Hunt. Grabs the rebound, outlet to Bryce Schrock, and he brings the ball up across the half-court stripe. Michael Cox, right wing, into Staten on the block. He's fouled by Joe Harkness. That will be his third and the team's 6th. 70-39, 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. So far for the Eagles, it's been no Bryce Schrock, no Bryce Corson, no problem for the Eagles. Bryce Schrock, wide open corner 3, too strong. Rebounded Joe Harkness, and he brings the ball up across the half-court Eagle. Right wing is Vanderbilt. Into the high post. Wide open is Tracy Eustace. His 3 is through the bottom of the net. He buried the triple. And it's now 70-42. 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the game. Schrock picks up his dribble, top of the key, straight away. Michael Cox, front court, right side. Bryce Schrock, top of the key. Guarded tight there by Julian Trejo-Box. Schrock's pull-up jumper from the mid-post is good. 72-42. Bryce Schrock now has 4 points on the night. Milos Merrick drives to his right. Kicks it out to Vanderbilt. Trejo-Box. Harkness, far corner, drives baseline. Layup, short, gets done, rebound, misses, gets done, rebound again, misses, gets his arm again, but is fouled on his way up. Very strong effort on the boards from Joe Harkness. And now he heads to the free throw line for 2 shots. The main scorers for the Lakers are Joe Harkness, who has 12 points to go along with 13 rebounds. Harkness now has 13. He has a double-double. 13 points, 13 rebounds, and Tracy Eustace has 14 points and 4 rebounds to go along with 3 two-pointers and 5 free throws. Just 6 Lakers have scored in this game. Every single player that has played for ECA has scored. 72-44, 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining in the game. Josh Rivera in Noah Hunt, left block, spins, left-handed layup is good. It's 74-44. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in the game. Noah Hunt now has 4 points on the night. Eustace drives to his left. Kick on the corner, Harkness, pump fakes, drive to his right, fouled by Lewis Staten on his way to the basket. That is Staten's second foul, and the team's 11th, 74-44. 56.3 seconds remaining in this ball game. So headed to the free throw line once again is Joe Harkness. He's already made 4 free throws on the night. First free throw bounces around the rim and goes in, making that 5 free throws on the night to go along with 16 points and 13 rebounds. Very strong performance from Joe Harkness. Harkness makes both free throws. It's 74-46. 56.3 seconds remaining in the game. And now the JV team will check in for La Lumiere. A platoon swap for La Lumiere. Veer drives baseline. Lewis staying on the left wing, drives to his left. Pull up jumper in the lane. Banks it home. It's 76-46. 35 seconds remaining in the game. Basket does not count. The foul is on Michael Cox. That's his third and the team's 10th. At the free throw line is TJ Crop. The JV team has checked into the game for La Lumiere down 30 with 28.9 seconds remaining in the game. Bryce Shark will bring the ball up. He'll likely just hold it for the last shot, but he drives, pull up into the lane, bounces all around the rim, and goes in. So much for that. 78-47, 15 seconds remaining in the game. Hugo Arenas jumps up and loses the ball. Here comes Josh Rivera, loses the ball. But the buzzer sounds, and the Eagles win 78-47. A very convincing effort tonight from the Eagles. They improved to 4-6 on the year. A very, very balanced effort led by Jackson Clark, who had 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Bryce Shrike had 8 points off the bench. Joe Duggan had a double-double with 15 points and 12 rebounds. And Luke Burns had 10 points to go along with 3 rebounds. For the Lakers, Joe Harkness had 17 points and 13 rebounds, a double-double to go with 2 3-pointers and 6 free throws. Tristan Eustace had 14 points and 4 rebounds, 3 3-pointers, and 5 free throws. Very convincing effort for the Eagles without Bryce Corson. This has been Eagles basketball on 88.1 WVPE HD3.